Why is Manchester United hell-bent on destroying Marcus Rashford and his career? Why are they hell-bent on destroying that boy's career? You want a player to leave your club. The coach, Ruben Amorim, doesn't want to play him in a match. But then in the transfer market, the clubs that are coming to buy him, you don't want to lower your standard and your demand for him to be able to move to this club. You want that club to pay half of his salary. In fact, in some certain situation, you want the club to, inherit his wage bill. A wage bill that you, Manchester United as a club, inflated. You inflated his wage bill to maybe over £300,000. But then, you don't want to lower that demand for a club to sign him. And you don't want to sell him to a direct rival in the Premier League. You want him to go abroad. Now, let's be clear. Barcelona cannot sign him because of what? Barcelona need to sell a player. Either Ansu Fati, Eric Garcia, or any player to be able to fund Marcus Rashford transfer. Of which, even if he comes, he's going to have issue with registration and stuff like that. That's why they needed to move players on to be able to bring him in. Ansu Fati has refused to leave, even though Barcelona has given him the green light to leave. But he has refused to leave. He wants to stay and he wants to remain in Barcelona. Eric Garcia has made a U-turn. He's no longer leaving after the meeting he had with Hansi Flick. So he's no longer moving, which means it's almost impossible for Barcelona to do a deal for Marcus Rashford because they cannot afford to pay his salary and register him. That is for Barcelona. Now, AC Milan that was supposed to sign him, AC Milan has signed Kai Walker, which is the only remaining slot for them to register a UK player in their team. Now, there is no more slot. Now, even if they want to sign Marcus Rashford, they will need to move on Fikayo Tomori or another player in the mix, of which it may not be possible. How many days to the transfer window ending? So AC Milan can no longer sign Marcus Rashford. I can go on and on. Juventus has pulled out of signing Marcus Rashford. Dortmund has told Manchester United to keep them posted with the Rashford or deal there. So what exactly do you want these clubs to do? Why are you not lowering your standards? Inherit his wage bill, let him go on loan since he's not going to play for your team. Since Ruben Amorim is no longer using him, why don't you just let him leave? Lower your demand so that he can go. Instead of keeping a player that is unhappy, the coach is not happy with him, Rashford is not going to play, he's not going to perform. So who is doing who? Manchester United faithfuls, you guys need to answer this question. What exactly is going on? Why are Man United hell-bent on destroying Marcus Rashford? You guys need to answer that question. So, Manchester United decided to sell Garnacho, the next Cristiano Ronaldo. Man United, at the end of the day, the Cristiano Ronaldo next best thing, the next superstar, the next Ronaldo, the next number 7, the next everything, Messi's nightmare, and the rest of them. So Man United decided to sell Garnacho. In fact, to even contemplate selling Garnacho self is even a problem in itself. Because if what I saw in the news is right, they even contemplated selling Garnacho in December. To make matters worse, they wanted to make a swap deal for Garnacho and Nkunku. Separate deal for Garnacho and separate deal for Christopher Nkunku of Chelsea. So Man United and Chelsea are now strange bedfellows. Strange bedfellows. Forgive me for laughing, but you reach to laugh. You reach to laugh. Manchester United and Chelsea now wants to be strange bedfellows. To say Garnacho, the almighty Garnacho. But let us even delve a little bit. Why all of a sudden Garnacho wants to, they want to put up Garnacho in the transfer market? All of a sudden, when Man United should be building around Garnacho, Kobe Maino, Euro, and some of these young players, Ahmad, you want to sell Garnacho, the next Cristiano Ronaldo. They said during the World Cup in 2022 that the reason why Garnacho was not played is because of the fact that he supported Ronaldo is his idol and not Lionel Messi. And all of a sudden, the almighty want to be sold. They even contemplated selling him. So as of today, yes, it's not concrete and everything. We know the transfer will not go at the end of the day. But the fact that it is in the news that they want to sell him, or swap him or whichever kind of transfer activity, it raises a fundamental question about who is making these decisions in Manchester United. They take one step forward, they end up taking 20 steps backward. That is that club. They take one step forward. You brought in Ruben Amorim, you brought in Euro and some of these young players. You closed your transfer businesses in the summer very early, which is a plus for Manchester United. But now you are going back to making the same mistakes that your predecessors or whoever made. Ruben Amorim is making the same mistake that Eric Ten Hag made with Ronaldo and Sancho, the same mistake that Mourinho made with Paul Pogba, the same mistake that a host of them has made in the past. He is now making the same mistake with Garnacho and with Marcus Rashford, of which applying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is not going to work. Manchester United fans, you guys need to watch it. What is happening in that your club? What is happening?